So in our last video, we did a simple off-camera flash, one light setup. Today, we're gonna be doing the exact same thing, but I'm gonna be comparing a 20-year-old lens to a 2-year-old lens in the Canon lineup. And that's the Canon EF 85mm 1.8, a lens that came out 20 years ago. And we're gonna be putting it up against the Canon RF 50mm 1.8. So I'm gonna be shooting them both fairly wide open at 2.8 for our aperture. We're gonna be using ISO 100, and the shutter speed, we're probably gonna be around 1/5000, 1/6400th of a second. We'll play around with the settings, but I'll make sure to have those on screen for you. And I want you guys down in the comment section to let me know which lens you think outperforms the other. Now, in my opinion, being that we'll be using the Canon R6, I would assume that the Canon RF 50mm 1.8, even though it's a budget lens, it would outperform a 20-year-old lens just based upon the technology, and we're already pairing it with a Canon R lineup body. But as I said before, we're gonna take a couple of test shots, we're gonna do some natural light, and then we're gonna do some off-camera flash, and I want you to let me know which lens wins this battle. Let's go.
I'm using the Westcott FJ400 with a rapid box switch Octa M double diffuse, and as always, I like to keep my subject at least 3 to 4 feet from the light source.
As you can see, the sun is behind me. So I'm gonna position the model facing this way so that the sun can be just a natural rim light on the back of her head, the back of her body. And then I'm gonna use the flash to overpower the sun. And we're gonna be at f2.8, and we're gonna be at 1/8000th of a second while we shoot with the 50mm as well as the 85mm, because the sync speed for the Canon R6 tops out at 1/250th of a second. That's not enough to overpower the sun. Even though it's about 6 o'clock in the evening and the sun is setting, it's not as bright, but we still would not be able to overpower it at such a low sync speed. So we're gonna be going all the way up to 1/8000th of a second, f2.8, ISO at 100, don't need to raise it any higher. And we're gonna see what type of images we get, and let me know down in the comment section which lens you would prefer.